Welcome. Welcome back to Land Pirates, the musical, baby! Session 2-2, baby. Alright, let's go. Let's do it. Recap.
Recap? Okay, so last time they started out in fucking Odango, where they... Did I not do that stream? I did. That's awful. Where they had just gotten done getting wrecked in the tournament, and then Nalasair was like, "Yo, bitches, come help me find treasure." And everyone was like, "Treasure?"
Oh my god!
Except for Lysandra, who was like, "I'ma go do things." And Haywood was like, "I have a unicorn now. Fuck you guys." So now Sawyer's a pixie. Then they took a boat. Oh yeah, and there was some jabroni from the Mage Guard that they felt was following them.
Yeah.
Then they took a boat, and after they took a boat, they took a raft. And they were rafting around, and they got attacked by some people, and a super awesome fight happened that you guys should check out on the Land Plays YouTube channel.
Hey.
So that's uploaded.
Yeah, that's still not uploaded.
Because there's really no way to adequately describe it. You just have to watch it.
Yeah. We have a lot of D&D content to go through, so
Yeah.
it's a beautiful thing.
But yeah, they saved T-Pain from
T-Pain?
T-Pain, yeah, because if you checked the achievements way back a month ago...
Oh, I must have missed those
There's
ones.
the Me, You, and T-Pain achievement, because you saved the guy whose name is Theo Painter.
Oh.
I'm on boat reference, because I'm stuck in 2008.
Oh, was that our
I remember
boat
this,
driver?
Yeah, that was your
T-Pain.
boat driver.
I don't think we ever asked him what his name was.
You didn't, but I'm telling you because I wanted to make a joke.
It was really funny one point last time when we were talking about the Mage Guard dude and him following us, and we were looking for him on the boat, and then somebody suggested that the guy rowing the boat was gonna be the Mage Guard guy, and we didn't even notice.
Just gonna pull off a Scooby-Doo like
Yeah.
mask, and it's just gonna be him.
It made me laugh a lot when I was watching it again.
The guy has a damn bucket on his head. Do you really think that's Mage Guard material?
It's a damn good disguise.
I mean, if we're Mage Guard material, you know, anybody.
You're not. You're Mage
They
Guard.
thought about it.
No, they didn't.
They wanted
They-
us to join them, though, didn't they?
No, they wanted you to help them. There's a difference.
Oh. Well, never
Anyway.
mind.
Yeah, so after that awesome battle thing.
That it was.
Where everyone kept falling over.
Oh yeah, that happened. Yeah.
Except for me, because I was on a freaking griffin. I thought that battle was awesome.
But you summoning the griffin caused everybody to fall over.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
So you
there
guys-
were other instances of that.
That's true, there were like 12 times that it happened. It was pretty neat.
Just
Anyway,
fucking ogres.
so
What
you guys...
0-level spell did I use?
I don't know.
Oh, I must have expended it to use something else, maybe.
So you guys set up camp afterwards.
Yes.
So that's where we are. So you guys are at camp.
Woo!
Not a load theme that I wanted. So while you guys decide if you're gonna do anything at camp, I'll find the one that I actually wanted.
It's been so long, I don't know if... I'm trying to remember stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, what are you trying to remember?
Like,
How to play
everything.
D&D.
Everything? Okay. So I'll just assume you guys are exhausted from the battle, and you go to bed.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So everybody roll a fortitude check. Save, whatever it's called.
Oh, I'm good at those. But here comes the 2, baby.
I gotta get reused to my character sheet. Oh god, alright.
Woo!
Okay, I actually don't remember. Alright, never mind. I figured it out. Good.
Good job.
Okay, so Sindrik and Grizz, you wake up in the middle of the night and you notice that it's unusually warm. Like, there's no reason for it to be as warm as it is.
Especially since I'm in my skimpies, you know, when I'm sleeping.
And it's like the beginning of the fall. So yeah, you have no idea why it's this hot.
Aren't we in a desert?
No, not yet.
Oh.
You're actually by a river in a plain.
Yeah, we're going to the desert.
You're going to the desert. You feel like you're in a desert, but
Are we going to the desert on a horse with no name?
No, you're actually going to the desert on a raft.
With no name.
The raft, I'm sure has a name, but I guess you'll have to ask T-Pain about that.
So anyways, we wake up and it's really hot.
Yeah, so you don't get the full amount of sleep because you
Well-
wake up. So you're fatigued, so you can neither run, charge, and you take a -2 penalty to strength and dexterity until you get 8 hours of sleep.
Ugh.
Now, do we like fully wake up or do we only like partially wake up?
Your roll another fortitude save, both of you.
So I get on this.
You both fully wake up.
Wait, so what's this penalty? -1 to strength
You
and
can
dex?
-2 to strength and dex, which will make a -1 on the multiplier.
Right.
And you can't run or charge. Also, if you do anything that would normally cause you to be fatigued, you're instead exhausted. So don't do that.
Well, since I'm apparently fully awake, I'm going to yell out, "Good God, it's so hot! I can't sleep!"
Jesus.
Make
Ruin it for everyone.
roll strength.
Oh, wow.
Including, yeah. Including with your penalty, roll strength.
Oh my god.
-4.
So you cannot get lower than a 1 on a check, so that's good. You try to yell out, but you can't. It comes off more as a murmur.
Why do I have to like roll a strength check to yell?
Because it involves projecting things. Like, I don't fucking know.
It makes sense.
So,
You have to have, like, a strong ability to project and good lungs and forcefulness and shit.
I think that was secretly Bear not wanting Sawyer to wake everyone else up.
Alright. Well, then instead I'm going to try to intimidate the heat by
Try and intimidate the heat.
yelling at the heat.
Hasn't it already been established that you can't yell?
I mean, you can try again.
And I'm going to yell at the what?
how do you intimidate heat?
I'm going to try to intimidate the outdoors around me by yelling
Sawyer's
at it
character have 2 intelligence.
that it's just too damn hot and that the heat needs to get the fuck away from him.
The heat remains unintimidated. Actually, from the effort you just expelled trying to intimidate the heat, you actually feel even warmer.
The heat
Grizz,
doesn't stand for
Grizz
your shit.
is up too, so he's like looking around. Does he see anything unusual, like smoke or anything?
I don't know, how is your tent situation? Like,
Well, we don't have Lysandra or Haywood anymore, so I guess who would be Grizz's next best friend? Let's see.
like, I don't know, or are you guys just in one tent?
I
Was
mean,
there
if
a
it's
tree?
big.
I was probably sleeping in a tree.
You're in a plain, so no, there are no trees around.
Well, he definitely, Haer'Dalis is the next highest person on his favor because everybody else is gone.
I guess we'll just assume everybody's in
Yeah, let's
one
just
tent,
do one tent.
except for Sindrik might be sleeping outside. So you see that everybody's asleep.
And I'm just like sweating balls.
You
Over
are
here?
like, yeah. Everybody else seems to be fine though.
Does Grizz hear me trying to yell at the heat?
Make a listen check.
Alright. Yelling at the fucking heat. Okay. Wisdom.
Do we wake up at the same time?
Grizz does not hear you yelling at the heat. You do wake up at approximately the same time. just
Grizz is
'cause-
going to mosey on out of the tent and like try to cool off by the river or something.
How far from the river did you guys camp?
I don't know. When we ended, we just kind of pulled over and said we made camp right there.
Yeah, but so tell me now, like, I'm giving you a chance to say you didn't camp in the river.
We're probably
Yeah.
camping a solid 50 feet from the river.
50 feet? Okay. So Grizz strolls over to the river.
And gets jumped.
I actually need to look something up. That's unfortunate.
Oh boy.
Jump,
Fuck.
lad.
Unless if anybody has any objections to the 50 feet thing, but the 50 feet thing makes sense because you don't want to get swallowed by the tide or anything.
Correct.
I get it, it's a river, but it's also water.
No, we're like. 10
Wow,
feet.
I don't have this written down. Google, tell me the things.
The Yuger. Bing, bing, bing.
So, you notice that when you're somewhere in between 25 to 30 feet to the river,
Mhm.
that the heat dies down dramatically.
Oh, that's nice.
Do I see him leave the tent?
Make a spot check. Also, tell me if you have low light or dark vision.
I had this written down.
I do.
Well, I know you do.
I do.
That is, oh my god.
Hey, you don't see shit.
It's 2 ones already.
Do
Sorry.
you have either low light or dark vision?
Where would I have written this?
Probably under special abilities.
Racial
I don't
traits.
appear to have written anything down, but
I'll check.
Googer.
because I feel like I have one of those.
I feel like you do as well, just because you're Fey. You have low light vision. Yes, you can see him. You see him exit the tent.
All right. Well, as he's exiting the tent, I'm going to say at a normal volume of speaking, Grizz, where are you going?
It's too damn hot in there. I needed to cool off.
I will go with you, because I too am boiling.
You notice the same thing as Grizz. Once you
Alright.
get to about 25 to 30 feet.
Say Grizz. Is it just me, or is it no longer hot as balls?
It just is noticeably pleasant and more pleasant.
It's actually kind of chilly because you're by the river, and
And almost
it's
nude.
in the middle of the night, and it's actually fall. So it's actually almost kind of jarring, the difference.
More penalties.
Alright. Perhaps we should head back. It's actually kind of cold now.
I'm going to use a knowledge arcana check to see if I would know anything about spells that would cause temperature changes.
Was that your 21? Is that?
Yes.
Okay. You do know that there are spells that change temperature. And that there are some of them that are capable of changing temperature specifically within an area.
Alright.
Make a... Oh, fuck, what would this even be? Make a knowledge divine check.
Oh.
Make a knowledge dungeoneering check.
Oh, okay.
So, you do know that there... Well, you don't know, but you've heard of rumors that there are some clerics that have the ability to raise the heat around, like, their person. Like an aura.
Alright. Grizz, I feel as though we might want to wake some people up.
Yes, perhaps I should put on some clothes as well.
You know, even while Grizz is in his underwear, I picture him wearing the Gimli helmet.
It's impossible not to. That picture's too
Like-
good, too accurate.
The fact that it's so much hotter around our tent area versus right over here is a little uncanny, don't you think?
I know nothing of that type of magic or anything along those lines, but perhaps if you think someone is toying with us, we should do something.
I definitely feel as though we might want to wake some people up.
All right.
At the very least, we should ask that that boat driver if he knows of anybody who might be capable of these things, and if we should be worried.
I think if he was aware of any danger in this area, he wouldn't have allowed us to camp here.
Well, he did drive us through the canal opening with, you know, a party of people waiting to just kind of attack whoever comes through.
I
And
suppose.
he didn't say a damned word.
He hasn't actually said anything the entire time, has he?
Didn't even thank us for
He
saving
tried to
us.
sing
That-
for us.
He did. He tried to sing
Oh,
for
yes.
you. He screamed for help when he was about to be thrown off the boat, and he did thank you guys. Also, he did speak while you guys were, like, commissioning the raft thing.
Right.
Yeah. So he's said words.
Well, let us go with someone else.
Righto. Sindrik's going to start floating towards the tent.
Right.
Okay, so about 20 feet out from the tent, it gets really hot again.
Grizz is gonna book it in a tent and get his clothes on.
his armor and stuff.
No, Lance,
how-
you can't book it.
Yeah,
Well,
you
he's
can't,
going to proceed then to the tent.
Okay, you do that.
Who shall we wake, Sindrik? All of them?
At the very least, we should ask the boat driver. Sindrik's gonna look for the boat driver guy.
You see the boat driver guy.
He's gonna kind of hover above him and go, "Hey, hey."
So you hover above him and go, "Hey, hey," and nothing happens.
All right, Sindrik's gonna land on the ground and kind of be like over top of him and start like poking him, being like, "Hey,
Make a strength check.
good fucking lord."
Negative what?
Yeah, you actually poke him vigorously enough that it stirs him from his sleep. He looks at you angrily.
I'm gonna look at him and say, "Hey, doesn't it feel a little warm to you?"
That's the only
Excuse me,
response
sir.
to being poked awake by a pixie.
Excuse me, sir. I asked you a question. Does it feel warm to you?
He rolls over and tries to ignore you.
Grizz is gonna be putting on his armor, but he's not going to really be that quiet about it. He's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
try
like clumping
poking him.
around with it, trying to put it on.
I'm gonna
Okay.
try poking him some more.
Make
While
a
this is hap-
make a reflex save.
Reflex is affected by dexterity, by the way.
Not Grizz.
Oh,
Only Sindrik.
Oh.
that is true. God, that changes everything I have written down, Bear.
Yeah, it does.
God, I made that fucking save.
Me too.
That's okay.
Well,
It doesn't
if-
affect me
if
much.
These guys succeed in waking you up, you're all gonna be fatigued too. So that'll be nice.
Oh.
Please stop trying, please.
No, it's too late.
So Sindrik, make a reflex save.
Am I getting like speared to death here?
Not speared. You'll find out. So he tries to like roll over and swat you away from him, but he's clearly very tired, and it can hardly even be called a swat, and you don't really even have to move to get out of the way.
I feel like that save was basically just don't get a 1.
Considering that he rolled a 3 on the die, yeah, pretty
Oh.
much.
Well, I'm gonna continue poking at him and saying, "Hey, I need you to be awake."
I need you to fuck off.
Listen, I need information about this area, and it might be important to our safety.
It's a fucking plane.
A plane that is unusually hot around our tent.
Well, fucking get naked then.
I don't think you want this in your face.
Then do it fucking over there.
If I'm getting naked, it's over your face. I need you awake.
If you get naked over my face, I'm throwing you in the fucking river.
Good. Maybe it'll cool me off from how incredibly hot it is over here.
Then why don't you throw your fucking self in the river?
I give up on you. You're useless. Sindrik's going
He
to look
flips
for.
you off lazily.
Grizz is
Sindrik's
gonna
going to
mosey
look-
over to Tyrion.
Okay.
Oh, and Sindrik's gonna look for Nalasair.
Okay, you find your guys.
Grizz is going to like kick him like until he wakes up.
Roll attack.
I'm ready for you miss, trip, and fall.
Every time I attack him.
Tyrion, I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Getting kicked in the ribs while you're
Actually, let's cut out the... Yeah, you can't even beat a fucking 52 anyway. So yeah, he kicks you and you wake right the fuck up. Ah!
Why does he have to beat a 52?
Because he crit on kicking him, and I was
Oh.
going to make the save versus his roll.
Ah.
So, yeah, Tyrion, you're pretty awake now.
It's the second time I've done that to him.
You son of a bitch. You just wanted me to change what I had written down.
Tyrion, wake up!
Oh yeah, you are fatigued because your sleep gets interrupted.
So -1 to everything, basically.
Strength and dex.
You can't run, you can't charge, and you get -2 to strength and dex.
No.
Meanwhile, Sindrik's gonna be poking at Nalisair.
Make a strength check.
God damn it.
Zero.
I know 1 is the lowest, but it's so fucking funny seeing 0.
She is a cat, and she's pretty good at sleeping.
Tyrion,
Yes.
it's hot!
I've never seen a group fail so fucking miserably as something so basic. It's hot out, let's all just flail around.
Tyrion, you do notice that it's unusually hot.
So go jump in the river and leave me alone.
It's a lot nicer out there, but
Does-
Sindrik
does-
thinks something unusual's going on around here.
Does Sindrik hear this going on?
Yes.
Alright. Sindrik's going to float over towards Tyrion then and say, or after hearing that I think that something's going on, and Sindrik's going to say, yes, something unusual is going on. It's incredibly hot near our tents and incredibly cold, as if it normally should be, by the river.
It's not
And go
incredibly cold.
Okay,
it's
not in-
like it's like 45.
Versus the, like, how much near our tents?
I can actually look this up.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go like it's like 80 around the tents, but I can go and make sure.
That's quite
Okay.
the
There's
difference.
actually a specific book that gives like heat indices.
Well, either way, it's like normal average temperature by the river, and like a 40-degree difference here near our tents.
Are you saying we should move the tents?
I am saying we might be in danger.
It is somewhere between 91 and 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
That
Holy
is
shit.
incredibly fucking hot.
It is super fucking hot.
Plus, with all his
Nick-
armor I'm wearing, that's gonna be like horrible. Grizz is gonna go outside again.
I'm gonna grab all my stuff.
You just kicked Nathan awake and then left.
I'm gonna get all my stuff together and head outside following Grizz.
What? Are you not
Was
going to help
kicking-
me wake everybody else up?
No!
Grizz is
Fine,
gonna like
Tyrion.
be jumping
Just some-
between the two zones of hot and cold, trying to keep a nice balance.
We're going fine.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be asking Grizz, why did you have to do that?
Do you bring
Sindrik-
your wolf with you?
Yes.
Your wolf is now also fatigued.
He's
Ah.
going to follow Tyrion outside the tent then, and try to bring Tyrion, or he's going to lead Tyrion towards the area where it's cooler, and say, "See, is there like a fine line, or is it kind of like a gradual cool down thing?"
It's like a fine line.
Okay, well then Sindrik's going to say, "See, Tyrion, look," and he's going to move forward or move back into the cold spot and go, "Move right here, right next to me, and you'll feel the difference."
I'm going to move back and forth between the two spots.
There's an incredibly jarring difference in temperature between them.
Do you not agree with me that perhaps we may be in danger?
Like, guess this means I'm going to be sleeping closer to the river. I'm just gonna turn and head closer to the river and then lie down.
You fool! If you go to sleep, I will push you into the river.
I did not realize this was gonna turn into such a big fucking deal.
Have you ever played D&D with this group?
Sindrik is going to shake his head and float back off towards the tent. He's
You're
going to find
probably
Haer'Dalis next.
Ever want a fortitude check turned into a 20-minute ordeal?
Yeah.
Sindrik's going to find Haer'Dalis next.
Oh, leave me alone.
Seriously, Sawyer, come on!